Hi everyone, how you doing? So here we go, video 2 of the lockdown series. So we've now got you set up neutrally and balanced to the golf ball. Now today's video, part 2, is about the takeaway and the wrist hinge. And I've got a few pointers and things that I want you to work on and try them at home in this lockdown period and get used to the feeling of it. So that the more you do it, the more you practice this, the more natural it'll become through the repetition. So let's talk about the takeaway. I want you to feel that once you've got your setup to the target, that when you start the swing, the impulse of the takeaway really starts high up in the body. I want you to feel your shoulders, your back muscles, the two big muscles down your back, your shoulders and your arms, and your whole upper body, the motor of your golf swing, the center, your core. I want you to try and feel everything working together. Now the takeaway takes us to what I call the 8 o'clock position. So if you imagine 6 o'clock is vertically down, 12 o'clock is vertically up. And as you're looking at it here, this is 9 o'clock and this side is 3 o'clock. Now when you're swinging, I want you to try and feel this one piece takeaway where the whole body parts are turning. So from your core, from your center, your chest, your shoulders, your back, the big muscles, get the arm structure, the triangle, the hands, the club, moving together. There's no snatchy movements in this first movement. You need to be relaxed when you start the swing. There's looseness to your body, but you're stable. So think of the takeaway as two different parts. The lower body is more the stabilizer. Your legs are balanced and ready and athletic, and they stabilize the start of the swing. Feel the ground. And then from there, the upper body is what gets the backswing moving. Everything together. So it's a rotation. The shoulders are turning around your spine. If I do it from this angle, once you're in your posture, you're gonna feel everything here moving together. No snatchiness. Feel the big muscles turning. Whatever the hips are doing, they're being pulled by the shoulders because they're connected. But the feeling is a rotation. So the club starts to swing on a slight arc around the body to start with. I like to keep the club low to the ground. I like to see it staying nice and low. So when you take the club away, it's going away low on that first movement away from the ball. Don't pick it up. We don't want any hectic movements with the hands, with an early wrist cock, with the opening of the, whatever. Smooth, guys. Repetition comes through the feeling of the big muscles starting the swing. Get the feeling of your chest, your upper body turning, and the upper body staying as stable as you can. That depends on your flexibility, of course, but just feel everything rotating. That's the first move, guys. Upper body, arms, hands, everything together. Once we reach this 8 o'clock position here, then we start to gradually hinge the wrist up onto the correct plane. Now what I mean by that is I'm talking about neutral plane, and I'm going to explain what a steep plane is and a flat plane. As you go back, if your wrists hinge on a steep plane, guys, then it'll look something like this. The shaft going up and hinging very vertically up behind your body. If it's a flat plane, the club's getting behind you too early. The club's hinging on a flat plane. So this is a flat plane and this is a steep plane. What I want you to try and imagine is you're somewhere in between when you're going up. So once you've got that 8 o'clock position where everything's moving together in a one-piece patient way, from there, from 8 o'clock, you want to be gradually hinging the wrists on what I would try and imagine is a 45-degree angle. Now that number's not correct. It's similar to, very close to 45 with the driver. But just imagine a diagonal line going around your body. So once you get to position 1, where you're here swinging in one piece to 8 o'clock, then I want you to feel from there that you're gradually hinging the wrist on this angle. It should be going somewhere between your right shoulder as you continue to turn to complete the swing. But today is just about getting the takeaway and the wrist hinge right. So guys, one piece takeaway, use the big muscles, no snatchiness, smooth rotation from the ball. Smooth rotation, keeping the legs nice and stable. As you get past the 8 o'clock position, then we hinge the wrists. So once your left arm is parallel to the ground, we like to see that shaft hinging into that position where the club is set now to complete up on the correct plane. Okay, so that's video 2, guys. Work on that takeaway, work on setting those wrists correctly and gradually, and your swing then is off to a good, consistent, smooth start. Stay tuned for the next video. We'll be covering the top of the backswing position, and the very important phase, which a lot of the professionals work on, is transition. Okay, so watch out for video 3 coming soon. Darren Scholes, signing off.